Right, so it's the same day, the 18th. So we had all that problem this morning, and I've just smashed my knee in the door accidentally. Since I've been back, forgetting the rest of the setups, I'm not even mentioning the rest of the setups while I'm that. Lethal injection, stab him dead, said, black and blue car, that's basically it, and choked by catalyst. Right, so back home, in the short period I'm back home, being shot dead, crow, ha ha ha. Sad said at 8:01 AM. Getting beat up, being mugged, said. Gunshot sounds. Shot dead, Justin. Banging at 8:16 AM. Smash you in, Justin. Being fucking smashed out. Stalking kids, said. Being blinded. Couldn't make out what I read. And the next sheet, because obviously the creator was penis up motorbike, 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 Justin robbery, fruitcake, penis up motorbike, gun sound, breaking in, so sick, said, gun sound, bonus, so next motorbike, Justin so sick, busting, accidentally smashed my knee in the door. So just shows you how fucking crest the creator God is, how fucking evil the bastard is, and how much of a tearaway he is. Right, so you're looking at 500 cars worse than the first time out, just to get to the bottom of the road. And the government want to fucking hit out, Creator God wants to hit out black and fucking blue, right? Because the Creator God's absolutely fucking smashed up a crest towards fucking tearaway, like animals fucking killing each other and snakes fighting that paralysing other animals with venom. And, you know, the Creator God's just absolute malice, fucking ice staking bastard. A sexual slaughter fucking tearaway. A fire bashing in the fireplace bastard. The Creator God is just absolute fucking malice. And it's also busy, not just for 7:30 AM going out, but it's busy for 9 AM as well. I don't even actually know it is 9 AM actually. I've forgotten my phone. I've got to go home. Oh fuck yeah, black and fucking blue time, red. I'm going back because God doesn't want me going anywhere, fucking sneaky bastard. I can't go out without a phone because I need the time. The bastard's absolutely crippling my fucking movement today, the bastard. You're fucking corrupt, Christ. Fucking corrupt. Corrupt as fuck. Right, time to get busy. Murder, just, murder, just. Time to get busy. Murder, just. The Wayne Downing Street. Bring out that fucking Wayne business again. Fucking shit stirring bastards down in street. Yeah, well, already got to go back. I'm going to miss the bus possibly, but I can't get across the road because it's busy. It's murder, just time to get busy, you evil bastard God. Cut the cars up because the government are making it busy. Time to get busy. Murder, just. You fucking crooked, bent bastard, Christ. What the bastard wants me to go back. Maybe the bastard wants to burn me. Maybe the bastard wants to grit my fucking eyes. Maybe the bastard wants to suffocate me. Maybe the bastard wants me to cause a smell of shit. But whatever it is, Christ wants me in the fucking house. In the fucking flat. So I'm going to the apartment. Then we'll find out what the bastards are up to, yeah? Then they're going to violence in the fucking church. If God wants to be absolutely fucking crooked, hell-bent, fucking staking bastard. Gas, Christ, gas, catalyst. I'm choked by a catalyst. Back goes catalyst, Christ. You fucking buckled, fucking hell-bent bastard cunt. I'll put my nose right in it, Christ. Nice to know. Fucking catalyst, you fucking evil bastard, God. The Creator God has fucked up my plans, so I'm just going to stay in now. But remember what I said while I was walking back, because I tell you now, the Creator is a fire, bashing, splattering bastard, and an ice-axing, knife-staking, evil bastard that smashes the fucking axe right through the ice and fucking destroys me sexually and in other ways. So just remember that. Right, for fuck's Christ. Right, so I got choked by catalyst, black and fucking blue, right, alright, to start, Christ. You evil bastard. Now a catalytic converter pulls up at me. Red sector, all sick. That's a... The cunt's evil. The fucking creator's absolutely fucking evil. Right, so obviously there's about 400 cars now, so just as heavy as what it was the first time out, no matter what time you go out, it's fucking make it as busy as fuck. It's time to get busy, it's time to murder just. Nothing you can do about it. The creator God's fucking twisted. Fucking hell-bent cunt. Right, so being choked by catalyst, there's nothing you can do about it. The creator is absolutely... It's a sex van, sex. Yes, they want to start weighing business, they want to start... when the camera doesn't take the picture. So there we are, the creator's absolutely fucking buckled. Right, so I've been choked by catalyst, been photographed as well, so... well, I'm struggling to get across the road now. The creator God is Allah, Jehovah, Yahweh, you fucking name it, as evil bastards. This is the nastiest action that's been enforced on me to pack it as much as they can. They're causing or controlling everyone's movement to be as hectic and as busy and as violent as they can possibly stack it around me to cause as much mayhem and cause... When Christmas comes, I'm not going to be able to get out the door because they're going to cause it. They're going to map out and control everyone's movement around me. Too busy to do anything. This is 33 days. That's a record-breaking time period, except for that Saturday of last week, where they've packed everyone's movement into my direction. Heaviest, where you can't even get down an aisle, where you can't even go into every single aisle. So a person's tying down an aisle to sneeze in your face or something like that. Every corner on the road, a car trying to cut you up. You know, you fucking name it, you fucking name it. And I got across, so just a minute. And obviously there's seagull sounds. There's nothing you can do about it because the creator God is a sexual slaughter ice axing fucking tearaway that smashes that ice, that fucking axe straight through the ice, and there's a fire staking sexual slaughter fucking tearaway, fucking tear apart. But the creator God is just absolutely malice, a bastard that bashes you in the fucking fireplace. There we are, Willie shoots up a bicycle timed and sexual car. So they want to tell me to have sex with and as to an itchy ball bell end as well. Nothing you can do about it. The creator God's fucking buckled. Willie, dingling Willie, shooting up, impulses. So they need to time bikes. Yeah, bike, Christ, bike. You fucking buckled cunt. Right? Car? Bike. Right, now I've had a photo taken of me, so obviously the government want me sex slaughtered in my next life so they can sex suck the guts in and out of me as a baby and play about with me on a fireplace with poker sticks. Nothing you can do about it. The deranged forces against me, and I'm going to have to put up with it. MFM ban. Right, Seagull. Fuck's sake. Yeah, Seagull says paedophile. No, I'm doing stupid sounds. Creator God's buckled, screwed up. Like the works of his fucking creation, stepping on insects, underwater creatures, shitting and pissing the same water they eat and drink out of. Creator God fucking buckled. Right, so we've got a sick colour car and just come to fucking pieces t-shirt. Now we're starting the phones in my direction, but firstly black sexual car, so obviously we need to... And obviously I've been photographed, but there's nothing you can do about it. The creator God's warped, fucking buckled, crooked. The creator God's a sexual slaughter fucking tear apart, a fucking ice axing bastard that smashes the dagger straight through the ice with you in the fucking ice. You're the fucking ice. That's what he's fucking... the creator's twisted. Cruelty. A bastard. And then the bastard wants to throw you on the fucking fire grate and then slash you in the fucking fireplace to burn me and to fucking cause sour pain. Bastard. I'm not supposed to be with anyone apart from someone that's ugly, you sick cunt said by the teenager that was on the phone passing me. The girl, teenager, female. So I sneezed at. Zimmer frame angled at me because the creator God's a buckled cunt. Breaking, child rapist said. And white sexual car. white and red sex. Nothing you do about it. The creator God's a buckled cunt. Right, I went to go towards a direction, but obviously you need a hard gush of fucking sneeze in your fucking face. And white timed, and white sex. And I've had to be photographed because obviously I need to be smashed out so that Jesus Christ can rape the guts in and out of me as a baby in my next life in a fireplace with poker sticks while drinking my blood and fucking burning me in the fucking fireplace. Cruelty fucking cunt. That'll be a third fucking life, won't it? If we go to the back of the clairvoyant reading my past life, which was fucking sick as fuck, and the way I've been treated in this life and with no sex and all that sort of stuff. So the creator God's just a buckled cunt, a cruelty fucking tearaway, a sex slaughter cunt, an ice axing bastard, a fire staking cunt. Right, so rough people my way sneezed at. Break inside cunt Justin by a crow. Snapped a fucking picture and fucking bash him in, said paedophile. Nothing you can do about it. The creator God's corrupt. It's time for flu. But you know, there's nothing you can do about it. The creator's crooked, buckled, no matter what you do. The bastard's got a vengeance, living up to my fucking name, just in fucking time, serving fucking time, capital punishment of the evil fucking works of the creator God. Justin's been busted, said. Well, that's right, because they're going to bomb Hinkley Point Power Station, graffiti and fucking criminal damage and other fucking things, won't it? That's right, coughed at us in the gap. Nothing you can do about it. The creator God's fucking crooked, buckled cunt. Crow says, ha, 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 having a break-in, Justin. Ha, ha. People worship that evil bastard called Jesus Christ. Yeah, he stepped on insects, he fed his fat fucking face with fucking fish, fed his fellow fucking men. The bastard had sex with Mary Magdalene when she was about 10, and then obviously he fucking backfires all his fucking evil doings to rip me to fucking pieces in every fucking life. Sexual slaughter fucking tearaway you are, Christ. So I've been at the bus station for about 25 minutes. I've not been able to get on any buses because obviously it's packed, and obviously the creator's buckling my movement, rearranging my schedule to fucking bollocks my fucking plans up. No matter what you do, you can't do nothing because the creator God, Allah, Jehovah, Yahweh, you fucking name it, whatever, you know, the Father, as they name it in the Christian religion, is just one evil bash up bastard that destroys fucking people and sexually crucifies people and fucking enjoys fucking taking the piss out of people in his creation, stepping on insects, which is murder, snakes strangulating other fucking animals and paralysing them with venom, excruciating pain, and crocodiles snapping the fucking heads off of fucking other zebras and whatever, and snapping turtles, fucking cutting bodies in half. And obviously the creator God gets pleasure out of watching people fucking suffer and animals suffer in the works of his fucking corrupt, evil, fucking diabolic creation. Fucking evil, staggered, fucking bastard. Mentally disabled cunt not working. Yeah, smash him in, said. Someone's going to attack him, said. That's right, that's why you have to cut the person's arteries in their throat and their fucking wrists in a vicious fight instead of using fists, because that's how fights are now. And then you have to inject that person with weed killer or bleach. You don't use HIV, that's coward substance. You've got to get really fucking grimy about it. That's the way you need to, you know, that's the creator God. He buckles his people in your fucking direction. Cruelty fucking tearaway. Had a break-in, said. Well, it doesn't matter, break-in can go bomb Hinkley Point Power Station graffiti, can't it? Fuck everyone, don't matter if everyone die. They can fucking suffer radiation poisoning, just like sexually slaughtering me with their fucking smartphones. And burning me with energy weapons, if that's what's causing it. That's another thing the creator God's trying to burn me in the fire of hell. It just fucking says it all. Cruelty fucking tearaway you are, Christ. Someone says you're being shot. That's alright then, Jesus can rape the guts in and out of me as a baby in my next life before killing me with a snake, strangulating me, paralysing me with venom because the creator God's fucked up. That, or a crocodile will bite my fucking head off in the works of Christ's fucking creation. Black car and grey sexual car, grey, that's right. Creator God, you fucking malice bastard. God's paying for this. I got a photo taken of me, but all the forces are around me to stop me getting photographic evidence of the person, and obviously the person gets angry because I try photographing the evidence of him. Black and blue, white. That's right, you crooked bastard, Christ. Knife-shaped pushchair at me, and black and blue, sick, red, white, sick, you fucking name it. Just a whole bunch of vehicles in that pattern. Get a boner, so bike only. Grey, blue, Hicks lorry. Black and blue, white. White? Sick white? Looks like a piece of sick shit from a lady in her early 20s. But that's right, I've got to go with people over the age of 43, which is my age. I've got to go with people twice the age of people that raped me as a child. Twice the age of, three times the age of what Jesus Christ has been with. It's too late to do anything. I'm fucking hanging the fucking Creator because I'll rip fucking Christ to pieces. I'll pour petrol over him and set him alight, and I'll fucking smash him to pieces if he returns onto in my lifetime. And this is on sexual grounds. You can't do nothing. I'm too old to cut my wrist and fucking throat. The only sex I can have is someone who raped me as a child, and I've got to go with people at least twice the age of that for a first ever sexual relationship. And all they're doing is digging with his Wayne business in 1994, and I'm not in the fucking mood for it. So, you know, that's the Creator for you. There we are, alone in the car, black and blue, that's right, down in street or Creator, come on it too. You evil bastard. Now they're causing the sun to circle me. Oh, where they're fucking up, because you've got that Lauren CJL van, 2 seconds. I won't go into details of that painting. I mentioned many times of a sexual woman in her early 20s beaming the sun down on this bloke walking down the path, and there's a sexual curse painting. It's okay if you like the sun and you get the sex as a reward with the curse, but when it comes to me, I want the cloudy days, and I'm being violated with the sun, but also violated because I'm not getting the sex that comes with a violated, cursed, fucked up painting. And it's a big painting, that's what puts me in the mood. It's a mainstream painting that's being put on postcards, but obviously they've had taken out of the shop and taken it off the internet, so they need to disguise it. It's got in my throat from spit talking from an ugly lady. What happened is I had my mouth open speaking, and the spit decided to fly into my throat in my open mouth. I'm not very happy about it. Going back to what I just said, when it comes to sexuality, I've got to go with someone twice as stale, twice as ugly. I used a single parent, a stale old bitch, a person that's worthless, with ugly skin that's fucked all my enemies, thousands of enemies or hundreds of enemies, and I'm being told to have the stale piece of shit leftovers from hell floor. So yeah, no, it's not surprising, is it? I'm going to fucking slice God's wrist and put him in jeopardy. There we are. I put a van with one light out and a bucket, a bucket, one of those buckets with orange lid. Making the suggestion I need to say no again. Smashed glass, blood-looking vehicle and Street Fighter turbo jumper. Right, so there's been one threat accusing me of molesting Sadie Dando when I've never had sex with her or raped her. Right, so then we got 2 sick white, Abri van, MJS van, and we've got to get that beastly fucking knife-shaped car in my direction timed. You crest bastard, Christ. Right, so it's sexual weather with rain at the same time, so it's starting that fucking game. Right, so it's been a black mix with red car, a black mix with orange car, and black and fucking blue, right? Right, so the Creator God just wants to be a fucking crass, cruelty fucking terrapin, as always. It doesn't stop, does it, Christ? Doesn't stop, does it, Creator God? You absolute malice bastard fucking terrapin. You brain bashing bastard with a fucking axe or a fucking sledgehammer, you evil mallet bastard. Right, so nothing you can do about it. So obviously it's sunny and it's raining at the same time, and I'm getting pissed off it because I'm getting wet. So obviously I'm being choked by a catalytic converter. Crow says knife, you dead child molester. You can't do nothing about it. The Creator God's absolutely fucking twisted. We're starting to cut me out with cars because obviously the Creator God wants me hit off. Right then, they're now packing it. They're trying to get me off this road. So obviously there's car upon car down this country lane. Nothing you can do about it. It's the Creator God. The Creator God is crooked as fuck. Right, so I've gone to the housing estates, get away from the cars, and there's actually no cars on the road, and I come back on the road and there's cars again. The Holy Bible claims that Satan is causing all these problems. Well, who's the creator? I think that answers it fucking all, doesn't it? Because obviously the creator God's a sexual slaughter fucking tearaway. Even when I sexually abused as a child, he has to make the almond and what the seagulls go, or, oh. So, you know, the cunt's fallen before I was born. The creator God's just a malice bastard that gets the pleasure of causing pain and suffering and disease. It's as simple as that. Right, so I've been choked out by a catalytic converter stench. Even though there's been no cars for about 1 minute, the stench is remaining, and when the next car comes, it is bringing the stench back. Crow says, lost next life, you're being sexually crucified. So that just shows you how fucking spiteful God is. That's just an example, and that has been said, I'm not making that up. Right, so the rain started to pick up heavier, but the problem is, when they're causing it to rain, they're causing it to be sunny at the same time. There's literally been no cloud cover in there enough since I left home. It's literally been sunny right through. Right, so it's just been some animal voice sounds, but before I go into what was been said, I just want to mention that whatever happens has to be done in this life. Whatever occurs has to be replaced in this life, because God could sneakily claim that I'm having a good life in my next life while ripping me to fucking pieces or throwing me in the fire of fucking hell, while giving one of his people a nice sexy partner while that person claims to be me, when it isn't. So that's what the creator's up to, because the creator is a sneaky, sly, mischievous little cruelty bastard, and anything that has to be done in this life, or otherwise the wrists are sliced. My wrists. Christians, they tell me that God helps you or Jesus helps you. I knew this with him, right, and I knew him when I first moved to Yeovil. He said he went to church for just a couple of years, and God helped him after those couple of years, and he found a partner, and it was the beautifulest partner he ever wished for. And he said, you got to take into account, I was 31 or 32, and I thought to myself, and he said this to me, take into account I was 41 or 42 when he said this, and he says, just pray to God and do this and do that, and he'll help you. God doesn't turn. He may help, he may not help, is what the answer was later on, but he said initially God will help as soon as you get in touch and all the rest of it. So I went to church for 2.5 years, started praying and all the rest of it, and all that was happening is my life was getting worse. While in the church, seagulls are going ha 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 as my willy is going up to a loud bike, as threats were occurring, or as I was nearly attacked, walking there, walking back. Crow would go ha ha ha, or telling someone to knife me down or whatever. So that just says it all, doesn't it? And Tim, when he found out my age, he had nothing to do with me hardly. He just said, pray to Jesus, or he didn't have nothing to do with me, or he didn't speak properly. Ever since that time, when he found out my age, and I told him I've never had anyone in my whole life. He basically said, maybe in your next life, we can try again. Yeah, but in my next life I'll have to be sexually molested as a child again. It's already happened in this life, and I've not had any female in this life. They keep on digging with this Wayne business, thinking, oh, that's good enough. But there's a long documentary about this, and it's for me to go through it, it'll take forever. But it's very clever how the creator God works and how sneaky my life has gone, and the way it's been mapped out to make me look like a sick bastard, or to claim that I've had sex or whatever. Right, my mind cut blank there. For some reason, because obviously God's trying to cut my information to stop me getting a fucking say, the sneaky bastard. A clairvoyant told me in my previous life that I was a young girl. She said I grew up to be a nice sexy looking blonde lady in my last life, but in my early 20s I died tragically. So I was working in a laboratory, and she said unfortunately as a child I was sexually abused repeatedly, and she said it was a bad life. But she said that in this life, your life's going to get a lot better. And this reading goes back over 15 years ago. It's a past life reading, a psychic reading. And what happened since that time, my life gets 50 times worse. So yeah, life does... it does say it all, doesn't it? So, the creator God's fucking put a knife in me, so obviously I've turned. It's as simple as that. Even in 2002, mind, I was on the verge of turning. I sort of chucked away 150 to 300 pages of threats, setups or whatever, in very small writing back in that time, before I put it to a computer where it was on WordPad and so on. And in the time period I chucked that away, things got worse. Even after praying to God in 2005. And what happens? My life just gets worse and fucking worse. So I should have kept those sheets and photographed them later on and put them in my life story pack. But like I said, I don't have them anymore. And I've lost lots of data or whatever when it comes to, but it's always at times when people have raped a lady or something like that, or when I walked into Stephanie or whatever, or in the days of when I seen the Dando family, which includes Sadie Dando being there. It's the way that it's happening, that all my fucking evidence of what I was doing and what times I was doing what on what day, and photographs or evidence or other types of evidence that I've got in my life story pack. It's sly how I lose all that particular time period. Some of it I still got, but the other thing I want to mention is certain words that you write, words that are sort of important words. You're fucking up the spelling on the words on the WordPad or whatever. There's a curse there as well. God just wants me fucking ripped to pieces and destroyed. It's as simple as that. He wants me sexually executed and ripped to fucking pieces. There's nothing you can do about it. I'm known as a sick cunt if I look at a sexual lady or a woman that's basic looking. I'm actually known as a sick cunt from some of the munter types. There's people I can't stand the look of. So if they're telling me I can't, I'm sick if I even look at them, then what can I fancy then? Because that's beyond belief. I shouldn't be told to go with an old fucking fogey, a granny, when I've been sexually abused and not had anyone in my whole life. But that's the way it is. Well, Jesus has sinned because Jesus had sex in his life. So how can I worship a little bastard that's enjoyed sex with a Mary Magdalene, with this lost gospel, this manuscript that's been found? Why? But the problem is, in the actual main Bible, it says that Jesus had a lot of communication with this Mary Magdalene. And even speculating from the Bible, without this lost manuscript, they claim that Jesus may have had a sexual affair, and that's without including that manuscript that was found. So, yeah. How am I supposed to fucking worship a person that's enjoyed sex and had a good life sexually? Yeah, beyond belief, innit? I mean, if I message a Christian or whatever, especially on these rapture dreams and visions where they've had out-of-body experiences or close encounters with Jesus Christ or whatever you want to call it, I message on some of these people and they just got me down as a sad bastard, especially when it comes to these people when they're sort of 18, 20, 23, speaking about dreams. I sort of dig in some ways. I say I never had anyone, so how's God's going to help me? Is because God told you any information about me or whatever? And they just tell me I'm a sick bastard, and then they boast with that they're a single mother and a stale piece of shit and had sex with a boyfriend. So yeah. And obviously all the kids, they're having rapture dreams, and they're sort of saying that they've found their partner in a rapture dream and Jesus has put them together, linked that boyfriend up with that girl or whatever. And most of these people that have had rapture dreams that are children, they sort of got the parents have the rapture dreams as well, and they're on the same sort of... I've got a timer red car in my direction. So basically, you're dug up, you're nailed as a sick cunt, you looked at as a fucking piece of shit, and that's Christians for you, okay? When it comes to sexuality, they don't want to know anything at all. All they care about is you fucking worship, you fucking take Christ into account. And when they do say that you've got to worship Christ and put your faith in Christ, anything they say, when you mention your problems or anything like that, they just say, get Christ to fucking help you. And when he does fuck all. The next problem with God's fucked up creation is I won't get anyone anyway. Because anyone that has a smartphone, since they were issued in 2004 and people that were rich started buying them, they're all in sexual relationships. And since the birth of the actual internet phone, the mobile phone, everyone's in a sexual relationship anyway and have communication. But the problem is, they fucked my life up because there's nothing. And not only that, but when I could have gone with someone, that person won a lot of money and went with a celebrity. Not the most well-known celebrity, but stopped her getting to know me, and that occurred because she came into money, and that goes back when I was 15 and she was roughly about the same age, just a bit older maybe, because obviously back in those days people were getting in sexual relationships at the age of 16 or under that. But the problem is, you're known as a sick bastard if you don't go with anyone over the age of 40 now. So what are these people out there having sex under the age of 40 then, if they got me down as a sick cunt if I don't go with anyone over the age of 43? So why is everyone a single mother, and why has everyone had sex under that age? You want to fucking explain that, since people 25 years younger than me are threatening to smash me and fucking to knife me dead, to inject me with fucking HIV, to bash my fucking head around like a fucking rugby ball, to smash all my fucking teeth out, to knife me in the fucking face, to fucking beat me to fucking death and smash my fucking ribs up and my fucking spine out, and to put me in a fucking wheelchair or hospital bed, or to literally fucking break in or fucking beat me up to fucking bash me to fuck. You fucking explain that then, Christ, you fucking twisted cunt. The problem when it comes to sexuality, is I don't take to the negative type of I don't know if that's the right word to use, homosexual attraction, because men still have smooth appearance until they're about... Well, in actual fact, women, I don't know what it is, it never used to be like this, but when they reach about the age of 25, they get that unhygienic, fucking tough face appearance, where they look like they're laughing backwards in a boastful way, fucking giving it someone they cough, got like rotted teeth, tomato ketchup out their fucking mouths, a rash on their fucking body, rough skin, raw chest skin, ugly looking, and I'm being told that I've got to go with that fucking type. Well, I don't take to that fucking type. I mean, men aged 65 or older have a more polite looking face than that. So it's hardly surprising that many men have had to turn gay, because women have got you down as a sick cunt unless you go with the fucking horrid fucking looking faces. And I can't take to any of that. I only take to like the smooth skin. And that's what sex is supposed to be about. If you look at the word sex and in the dictionary and related verses or related subjects to sex, a man and a woman are supposed to sexually fancy each other for that companionship to take place. And obviously the Bible says if you masturbate before marriage, you can burn in the fire of hell. Well then, Jesus has fucked up then, because I haven't had anyone in my whole life and I have to masturbate. But the bastard does this on purpose. He times a lookalike to someone who sexually abused me as a child, tying to an erection when I go out, or a loud bite tying to an erection when I go out, and loud bites when I'm masturbating. In actual fact, there hasn't been a single boner, a single erection. There's only been 2 erections I've had this year, the whole of this year, which hasn't been timed with a loud bite being caused. When they time a loud bite, they usually time a lookalike to someone who sexually abused me as a child. Most days I go out, I'm trying to get a bit confused there, hang on. Even when they time a lookalike to someone who sexually abused me as a child, they still time a loud bike or bike when I go out. So even when they're timing something else to make a suggestion, that bike is fixed like a pulley to my penis, regardless of the other suggestions that are being suggested. That's what I wanted to say. I couldn't word it right, that's why I got a bit confused there. So that's that. If we go back from roughly April to July, I think it is, there are quite a number of times where they were timing a lookalike to someone who sexually abused me as a child, tying to an erection, a boner, followed by a make love not war t-shirt. Age is just a number, it's love that counts, and over 50 is too old, but under 50 is fine. In just over 5 years, I'm going to be 50. So when this t-shirt is worn by everyone and is made commercial, they fuck my life up for getting anyone, because they want me with an old fucking fogey that I can't stand the look of. So they want me sexually fucking slaughtered and fucking taken to pieces. Also, what they do is they time a baby bounced about in a sling, and a spill your guts t-shirt and 100% power clean van, or suggestions to tell you get your feelings out sexually, which can be far-fetched as well, mind, to what I'm mentioning on top of what I'm mentioning when they make this suggestion. Someone says you're being beat up, you're a sick cunt. Another thing when it comes to these threats is when you've got a dry and sarcastic community that speak in this accent, I'll fucking have him, I'll fucking beat him, I'll fucking have him, I'll break his fucking legs, I'll fucking beat him to fucking death, I'll bash his fucking head up, I'll fucking shoot him dead, I'll fucking knock his fucking door down, fucking shoot him. When it comes to that sort of dry and sarcastic, snobby, gangstery type accent of the modern time, there's nothing you can do about it, because in threats they dictate me, they tell me, we'll fucking tell you the truth, mate, we'll fucking get it through, you're a fucking lying bastard, we're gonna fucking kill you, we're gonna shoot you dead, we're gonna smash your fucking brains up, we're gonna break every fucking bone in your body and take all your fingers out or whatever. So you've got to take into account, when I get these threats, I'm getting that slammed down my throat when I've done nothing wrong. And 99.9% of all threats that I've had in my life, or all trouble, including why I've had to move because of the energy weapons that are causing problems, affecting me physically, like my eyes and burning or whatever, is all because of sexuality. Nearly every threat I've had in my whole life, or every problem, every setup that's caused by the government or the creator God, the animal voice sounds is all on sexuality. And this is what's making me not very happy. Someone says, sound like a wussy, being shot dead. Right, so I'm being choked by a catalyst. I went to take a picture of the it was not a picture I'd usually take, but because it looks comical, it looks funny in the way it looks, it's got like a sad pose to it. It's like a bridge sign that's under the bridge, and because it's bent downwards slightly, it's sort of, when you stand a couple of feet back, it sort of makes sort of looks to a point where I thought I need to photograph it for a laugh on Facebook, because it really does stand out, the suggestion. But they only need to put traffic in my direction of 8 cars, so I struggled to take that picture as well. There's just been a couple of old people that walked past me about 3 minutes ago, complaining because it's cloudy and rainy, and saying, where's the sun? Saying, well, we never see the sun. Well, that's a load of bullshit, because almost every single day this year has been sunny. Right, so they're sneakily getting a car to reverse at me, and there's already a car that's been started. What they're trying to do is choke me out with a catalytic converter, which is an exhaust with low emissions, which smells like vinegar. Makes with a smell of rubbing 2 stainless steel knives against garden crest, but about 100 times stronger. 50 times stronger on some cars. But nothing you can do about it. That's what the government want to suggest, because it's supposed to suggest no granny, you see, when they suggest that to me. Like the granny gas van. When it comes to these horrid looking faces, these really ugly types, I mean, like the toff faces, or the laughing stupid back goofy faces, they make the suggestion that's to suggest the smell of tomato ketchup. Which I can see the point there, yeah. Right, so I'm being choked out by a fucking catalyst. There's been about 60 cars, because I'm now on a different road, so obviously the traffic increases. But initially there's a bicycle at break time to an erection. The traffic's dropping on this road. That's not a good sign for some reasons, because when I go to take a picture of a signpost, which is a retake, there's not, some of these signposts I'm taking are sort of not really that strong in suggestion for, but if you put them together as a suggestion, it does come out quite funny actually, in some of the ways. And this is possibly the last one I'm going to be taking a picture of, if I can get it. The one I took this morning, I failed to take it. I just had to accept the previous picture. There's no way I can do it. It's just packed there every time I fucking try and take it. I'm just going to have to accept that a bit, part of it's out of focus. I'm not happy about it, but trying to get it would be better just to fucking stick with the original photo. That's the whole reason of going out at 7:30 this morning, and they stopped me getting it. The government don't want it, you see. It doesn't matter what you photograph. The government want these photos, whatever you take a photograph, they want it on a sunny day, and they're trying to make a suggestion that you should be taking pictures of the kids with no clothes on the beach. They're just digging, saying that you should be doing that. But when you haven't had sex in your whole life, you don't want to be taking pictures of that sort of thing. And I'm not happy about the government needing to suggest that. Now we've got a bike only to an erection. And I just want to mention that this road, there's usually car at least every 10 seconds. There's been about a minute without a car one light out. I'm well ahead, but it's turned to go into the shop. I just passed the bus that I usually get on in this direction, so not that I need it, so I didn't use it. So that's the one I'll be getting later, once I've completed my day's tasks, if I succeed. Now they're stepping it up. Very heavy, black and blue sick, black and blue red, black, no sorry, grey, blue, red. So yeah, now it's coming heavy. Earlier on I mentioned the Just Come to Fucking Pieces t-shirt, where obviously there's a bonus, a bike only, a robbery looking black lorry, and then a white car with one light out and a sick colour car. So what they're trying to say, or what they have said in the past and today, is that we want you burgled and you're getting more than one burglary. We're taking your stuff away from you. We're taking it, we're smashing it, we're destroying your evidence. We're going to fucking just rip you to fucking pieces until we end you up suicidal or going crazy. And then they're making the suggestion, shut your fucking face, you're Mr. Zippy, and get a taste of your own medication or own medicine, and we'll fucking knock you off and we'll rip you to fucking pieces, get you smashed out, put in a hospital bed, or we'll drive you insane until you end up in jail, where we can fucking absolutely fucking smash you to fucking pieces in prison. That's the government's attitude, or the Creator God's attitude. We want you fucking sexually destroyed and fucking taken to fucking pieces, living up to your name fucking time. Just in time, serve time. Incidentally, when I've been to the police station or magistrates court in the past, they do step up this action a lot heavier than what it usually is, and the animal voice sounds become a lot more corrupt as well, and more extensive. It's still sunny, by the way. It's raining heavy, but it's still sunny at the same time. There's not been a single cloud that's covered me in the whole time this rain's been occurring, which has been about 45 minutes or something like that. About 5 minutes ago, the vicar and another church warden, or two church wardens, or whoever they are, they're Christians obviously, they're saying that the church right across the country is dying out. People going to church is dying completely, and saying also the cost of running the building or keeping maintenance work to it and keeping it open is on the verge as well. So basically he says that this specific church can only be opened once a month for a service, and you get no more than 15 to 20 people maximum on the bestest of days. And he said going back to the 1970s or before, you'd have the whole church would be nearly packed, and you had to service every Sunday. So that's what he said like just now. When I saw him in a church service before, he was claiming that all the church members or the church he thinks that the church is growing in size, when he's saying the complete opposite when he had a conversation outside like just now when there's nobody here. A couple of very old grannies in their 80s, or I don't know what age they are, but they're roughly that, maybe older than that, I don't know. A couple of years said that when the church got exposed in the 1960s, many people lost their faith because they revealed a piece of information that revealed something shocking, and I can't remember what they said it was, but it made it sound like it basically is like it's a satanic religion, basically, or something like that. Something to suggest that, but I can't remember the word and they said. But either way, whatever it was they said, it basically means exactly what I'm telling you now, so I just thought I'd mention that as well. I'm going to have to leave this church because I'm feeling very heady, and it feels like gravity's pushing you downwards. It's sort of like across your head, and it's like it's trying to push you under the floor. So I can't put up with that because it's annoying, so I'm going to leave. It's still raining enough to get me wet, but the good news is there's slight cloud cover. But it's just a case of, is that road going to get busy? The thing I want to take a picture of in that sneaky way, or is it not? Right, so that car just went past smashed right over that drain cover time that I fucking walked past it. Because what the government want to tell me is your life's down the drain, so we're smashing every fucking drain cover to get it down your fucking ears, to ram it in your fucking ears, or the Creator God wants to ram it in your ears to tell me that my life's down the fucking drain, and that you're ripped to fucking pieces, okay? That's the Creator God, this works in his fucking people, okay? Just a malicious bastard tearaway. So that was a black car, and then they timed a blue car to go over a drain cover, and then a grey car, a red over a drain cover, and I'm being shot by catalyst. I've got a three-wheeler car. I guess it looks knife-shaped in some ways, worth mentioning. Not only is the traffic going to cause mayhem, but let's just see what it's like when we get there, because I'm audio recording the issue when I try taking a picture of that signpost. And the other thing I want to mention is they keep on bringing that sun out even though it's raining. So the rain's been persistent, but the sun keeps on coming in and going. However, earlier on there's 45 minutes solid of sunshine while it's raining at the same time. So you've had 45 seconds of clear road. There's a red learner car, and that's the only car that's occurred. Now I'm going to take a picture of what I want to take a picture of, but I've got to do some angling, focusing, and see if they stop me from doing it. So we've got the first car. Looks like they're going to stop me. Right, so there they are, stepping it up every time I do this. Every picture I do when it's like this. They just step up the traffic on purpose. See? There we are, Downing Street. There's my fucking point, fucking exactly. Go on, fucking stop me, Downing Street, you bastards. That's right, so... Now this way, now more cars. No matter what you do, they need more cars. Alright, I won't fucking bother Downing Street. The whole point of this Downing Street is to redo what I did the other day, 3 weeks ago. Because the government is stopping me. They need to. There we are. Pack the fucking road. There we are. I'm packing the road. Now the people are laughing at me. We can go into a smashed fucking window, Downing Street. It's got to stop, Downing Street. You fucking bastards. There we are. Suddenly, when I do this, the traffic's set up. So we've got heavy traffic, very heavy traffic down the street, heavily fucking set up. Now we've got a car coming out of that fucking road where I was trying to take a picture. You can't do nothing. The government won't fucking stop it, the spastics. Right. So there we are. That car's not coming out the road. Oh, there's more fucking traffic. Oh right. Yes, Downing Street. So there we are, buckled as fuck, you can't do nothing. It's out of focus, all the pictures I've taken that I tried taking. And I can't do it, I just can't do it. I'm being laughed at and piss taken at me because God's a fucking cruelty cunt. It's the next car, no more traffic. We've got to do it every fucking time, every single picture Downing Street. It's every single picture now. They do this, every single picture the government are causing this. I don't have any fucking choice in the matter but to give up, so I've had to walk away. The government not letting me do it at all. I've got to keep the one I got. It's not very great. It's like the other one, the star signpost that I took a picture of. The actual signpost is actually based next to the exact colour of the wallpaper I used to have in my bedroom many years ago. The same sort of... Oh, fuck's sake. Right, so someone shouted from a car saying, bloody fruitcake. Fucking see what it says, on the sign is what basically you said. Well, the thing is, I can't take these pictures without the government or the Creator God enforcing all this action against me, and it's coming back at me like a piece of shit, and I'm being treated as a sick bastard, a stupid spastic or whatever. But that's the way the Creator God fucking treats you in his fucking ill health fucking creation. Spiteful little malice fucking bastard. Right, so I'll come back in the church because I need to check my camera to see what pictures come out. And if they haven't come out, I'm not doing it again because I can't, because I'm being violated with fucking criminal force against me, of stacking as much fucking problems in my path as they can possibly fucking map out. So whether it's a created God or whether it's the government, whoever's causing it, are causing as much mayhem, as much havoc, and controlling everyone's movement around me to make it as busy and as fucking awkward as they fucking possibly fucking can to give me a fucking grief. Give me fucking grief, I mean. So what it is they need to cause it to be a blue sky sunny day every day, because they want to have my photos for their albums taken off of social media. So they're high up albums. They want high up photos. They want rich photos. They want good life photos. They want sunny days, blue skies. When it comes to my sort of photos, I prefer to have my own photos in the way I take my photos, which are like relaxed, mystical, dull, a bit gloomy, sometimes eerie, and like that. I don't mind some occasional sunset pictures or early morning, frosty, wintry sunrises when it's in the dark stages, but I do not like blue sky, sunny fucking days in the middle of the summer. It's okay for those that want to take pictures of hotel balconies on a rich holiday place with a blue swimming pool with a load of children playing in it. It's okay for those that want to take pictures of girls' minges on the beach. It's okay for those that want to take pictures of very sexual looking ladies with smooth skin and blonde hair under the age of 25 kissing and cuddling in sexual relationships. It's okay for those that want to take pictures of country and western events, or those that go to sporting events, watching racing, watching football, cricket, tennis. It's okay for those types of pictures, or those that are sailing with big amounts of people in world events or whatever, or the Olympics or whatever you want to name it. Yes, it's okay for those types of pictures, but the problem is I don't take to those types of pictures. They're the good life pictures. The sunny good life sexual pictures are not my type of pictures. And when it comes to taking pictures of sexuality or the suggestion of sexuality, I'm not too happy about that, because obviously when you've been sexually abused as a child and not had sex, and you're the age of 43 and you've had your wrist cut and your fucking your throat fucking cut from having sex full stop, because you can't have a prostitute. People tell you go for a prostitute. 20 years ago they were saying you could get a 16-year-old prostitute and to go with any age, 50, 60, you know. And that's 20 years older than me, because I'm in my 40s. But that's true, they would. Back in those days, a 16-year-old prostitute would fuck a man 50 or 60 years of age. But we're in a different time. You're known as sick today. People are not the same today. I mean, let's look at this Kim that I mentioned. There's a Kim on the internet. She turned 18 and she went with some bloke aged 41. That wasn't seen as a problem. When she was 28, take into account I didn't know she was in a relationship. And obviously she looks a bit uglier, rougher skin, and obviously she was very used and she was a single mother by the age of 28. But I didn't know that initially. So I asked her, do you fancy a chat? And take into account there's only 10 years difference between me and her in age, where her ex-boyfriend, there is 20 years difference in age. And she told me I'm a sick cunt because there's 10 years difference in age. But when she was 18, she was with someone 10 years older than what I am. So what's going on? What's causing it? Is it the media, the music industry? But whatever's causing it, I was known as a sick bastard, and yet she has forgotten about her ex-boyfriend. I didn't mention anything about it. I didn't want to stir any trouble, but I just knew that she's been in a sexual relationship with someone 20 years older, 10 years older than myself, and that was when she was 18. And yet I'm known as a sick bastard when she's 10 years more uglier, and there's only 10 years difference in age rather than 20 years difference in age. So that just fucking proves it all, doesn't it? And then obviously if you go back, even in the late 90s, you could get people in their, 15, 16, and they could get a 40 or 50-year-old man, and that was seen as normal. Obviously you did have some people that were against it, and some people were quite nasty about it, even back in that time. But it was still happening, But nowadays, because they fucked my life up, they cut my fucking wrist and throat. The only sex I'm going to ever have is being sexually abused as a child, unless I'm born again to be sexually abused and ripped to pieces and bitten by a fucking crocodile, or bit by a snake, or venom fucking taking my life, or whatever. So you name it. You know, that's basically best it gets. Earlier on, I was going to mention that Seagull said, Amelia's your girlfriend. Well, the problem is, there isn't any Amelia I actually know. I had a haunted, spirited doll with the name Emilia, but it could be pronounced Amelia, because someone told me it was Amelia. And then there's that 7-year-old on YouTube that's had a rapture dream, who's also known as Amelia. To my knowledge, whether the information's correct, the lady is called Laura and Amelia, and they're from Cape Town, Africa, or something like that, and they've had a rapture dream. Their YouTube channel's not up there on it anymore. This Amelia looks very similar to Britney Spears, how she would have looked when she was basically the same age, I guess. And she wears a grey t-shirt saying 1981 on it, which is my birth year. But that's totally irrelevant, because these are people that I don't know, and they're not applicable. They're part of Jesus Christ. So when I watch something like that on the internet, it doesn't mean nothing at all. It's just an image, like watching somebody on telly, like a celebrity. So they're with someone, or they got someone, or whatever. They don't know you, there's no connection. All you're seeing is a picture of something that doesn't exist. So when a seagull's saying that, then obviously God is completely fucking up. Because apart from that spirited doll that was called Amelia, I don't know anyone called Amelia. And that spirited doll is not in human flesh, so how can that be a girlfriend? And obviously it's going to have to be done in this life, if there is a girlfriend, because once you're dead, you're going to have to be sexually molested again, stopped from getting sex again, and then be smashed to pieces, or get your fucking head fucking cut off with a fucking crocodile, or suffer excruciating pain from death by a snake bite or venom or whatever. So that's the best it gets. There is one thing I want to mention. Although I just started moaning about the internet being no more than a picture, I don't know so much, because people have used dating sites. If we go back 20 years ago, before I had the internet, one of the ladies that I wanted to try and get to know got in a sexual relationship with someone using the internet. So I don't know so much. The other thing I wanted to mention is many people on like Facebook or YouTube, people are commenting, and the very few people that are single, obviously they're very fussy today, so you can't, if this is what I said, I had my wrist and throat cut. But many people have got into sexual relationships using these types of places, and even actually from people that are celebrities on TV. Because if we go back to I don't know if I mentioned it on this video, but going back to when I was living up with Lavington, I knew someone called Polly, and there's also, what's her name, Xenia, Julia, and Catherine, and I've forgotten what that other girl's name is, Kaylee. Were one of those got into big money winning the lottery, some form of lottery, and they got in a sexual relationship with a celebrity. So it does work, but obviously you've got to take into account enemies stopped me getting anyone in the past. They've been trying to smash me in. They've taken all the people that are kind of don't like me, because what's happened is where people are stirred shit on sexuality, claiming I'm like this and that, or claiming I've been injected with HIV or got HIV, it's turned all these females against me, and they got in relationships with my enemies, and my enemies made them single mothers before they were the age of 22, and then it's too late. Then as I got older and older, you're just being moaned at about your age, and then when you reach your 30s, you're known as a sick bastard. Now I've reached my 40s, I've had my wrist and throat cut. So that's why I've turned against God. I'm not sure if that occurred, but a crow went ha. I'm not sure. It sounded like it was. Could be mishearing. I don't know how they're doing this, but they seem to be making it sunny, but at the same time it's raining. This is the longest period of time on record of where they caused it to be sunny and raining at the same time. It has been cloudy, but you haven't had much of it. So, just want to mention it. Right, let's get back to this specific painting that I've been moaning about, because it's a sexual curse painting. So basically, obviously, you're being cursed with the sunshine, you've got the sun down on you, but it's cloudy or rainy everywhere else, and you're only the one that's being targeted with that open blue sky around you. Right, there's a specific lady that I was mentioning earlier on this painting, and unfortunately, because this painting's been made big and is selling commercially on postcards in shops, that's what's pissing me off. And the fact that I'm being violated with it. So obviously I told you what she does. So she's got her legs behind the clouds, she's doing a sexual with her lip, as if she's turning a man on, doing a sexual pose. Not so much how they do the sexual poses these days, because it's sort of got their lip down to one side as to imply I'm serious or a single mother, but it's more the sexual sort of pose that she's doing on that painting. Now obviously she's got her hand out and the sun's coming out like a spotlight, singling out this person that's walking down a track on a rainy day or cloudy day or whatever. And obviously it's a doll picture, it's quite a mystical looking picture. And let's give you more details about the look of the lady, shall we? So many people have different types of skin types. So they have white skin, they have oriental skin, they have a pale colour to their skin, like a reddish smooth skin, or a rough skin, or a brown skin, you name it, you name it. If you were to picture Britney Spears when she was in her early 20s, and the skin type she had, and the colour of the skin she had, and the smoothness of the skin she had, be identical to the lady that's in her early 20s that's on the sexual sun curse painting. Her face, however, would have some characteristics of Kylie Minogue when she was in her 30s or early 30s, when she was sort of smiling, maybe sort of giving that sexual pose. So you got that as well. Now I don't know whether to add this in there or not, because it's difficult to say, because obviously Cilla Black, nothing of Cilla Black looks anything like this specific painting, but there are some things that she has, like for example eyebrows or eyelashes, or the sort of eye colour, or the sort of eye look, you name it, you know. Some of the features from Cilla Black look like they're featured in that painting, that the sun cursed lady painting, but it's not anything to destroy the look of the initial look of the painting, so it's very difficult to explain. So, but there are features of some suggestion there. I could choose a better person, but I can't think of a celebrity, that's the problem, that would help me with the details of that specific painting. But mostly her face is more like a Kylie Minogue, and a sexual looking face obviously. And there's also a Mary Magdalene. I'm not sure if it is Mary Magdalene, but Jesus Christ is kissing and cuddling this lady, and she's got like that's a really good description as well, mind, for the picture. I have put this picture on YouTube before, mentioning this specific, so it's you'd have to go on my Facebook basically to get that picture. But it's sort of a light brown sort of picture that's come from a cartoon, and it's got a picture of Jesus kissing this lady who I suspect to be Mary Magdalene, who looks very similar to that painting as well, the Lauren that worked in Tesco's, when it comes to that cursed painting. I initially saw this painting in 2015 or 2016 on the internet, and it's only when I went to Yandles at Martok that I saw it on a postcard. But the problem is I'm being cursed in the same way as that painting is symbolised, but I'm being violated because I don't like the sunshine, because I'm just one of those that's not into sunny days. I just prefer a grey overcast day. But at the same time, this is the way the picture's designed, it's like a sexual curse. with the sun comes a sex sort of thing, and when you've not had it all your life apart from being sexually abused as a child and you've got that going against you, it's not good. So that then takes us to why it's been taken off the internet and why it's been taken off the shelves in the card shops. So but only since I started making documentaries of cloudy days turning sunny, circling me with the sunshine on the internet and being violated, and because, but you know, they have mentioned it with force control around me or setups, telling me that they're getting nasty about it and not fucking happy at all because I'm getting the evidence and putting it on YouTube of the sunny weather circling me on a cloudy or rainy day, and they're making it clear, the government or whoever's causing it are making it clear they are absolutely fuming. And then when I started doing that, that's when they started to change their suggestion, saying we can replace it with someone who raped you as a child. You want to fucking start war on that painting, or we can knock you off, or we can rip you to fucking pieces, which is exactly what they do. I just want to mention that going back to 2021, I decided to design a load of Bible verses, because what happened was I was sort of getting a thrill from looking for different subjects, anything from earthquakes, volcanoes to landslides, and finding Bible verses with some beautiful painting pictures to put the pictures with initially when it came to doing those Bible verses. But as I noticed that things were going against me, and things like masturbating is a sin that can land you in hell, doing this and doing that can land you in hell, Jesus has turned against you, everybody should be rejoiced in their partner at youth and they should enjoy sex, and that sex is good for you and healthy, and God provides sex, and when you've not had it all your life. When you had all these sorts of Bible verses starting to go against me, I started making these ones that go against me, but at the same time I was on the edge whether to continue going to church, which I did, and the amount of problems I was getting, and the fact it's mostly for socialising in the end when I went to the church, because I've been up and down since God turned against me and not helping me, and you know what I mentioned earlier in this recording. So anyway, there's one specific Bible verse that I designed where it's very similar to this cursed painting, in fact, of the Lauren curse, or whatever I call it, of that painting that I mentioned. And it has a picture of Lauren, who's a Jesus. So it's Jesus Christ that looks near enough identical to Lauren as a painting. And I had two pictures of that. And there's one where someone's done it on a cloudy sort of day with the sun beaming through and sort of rainbowy effect, I guess, and the one with like a blue backing, and I used the two pictures together to create that Bible verse. And then also you had the fairy that's shining a torch or something down on this boy that's walking down the path, I think it is, down a track. It's like a greeny side picture, but the whole picture's green. And I sort of put a Bible verse to that. But at the time that occurred, when I did that specific Bible verse, which would have been early 2022, I guess, obviously you had these sunny days, but it wasn't noticeable being done deliberately cursing me. It only became noticeable when we came to the end of 2022 and 2023 that I was being cursed with the sun, where it's cloudy everywhere else for everybody else and rainy, but I got the sun beaming down on me. And obviously this minute in time it is actually cloudy, so there is a bit of good news, but the thing is, I'm being violated with this specific painting. And by the way, when that was designed, when I designed it, so I sort of downloaded those pictures off of the internet and I put them together, joined them together and put the Bible verse underneath it. At that time I didn't really think of that, you know, the sun curse, and I didn't think about that picture either that I saw in 2015 or 2016 or whenever it was, 2014 possibly, because when I saw that picture, I saw it once, it just went out of my head. I didn't bother thinking of it. You know, I thought to myself, oh yeah, I've seen that before. Not applicable, not applicable. I just didn't remember it. It's only when I went into the Yandles and saw it on that postcard that I remember the picture. But I didn't buy it at the time, because when I was in there, it was boiling hot sunny day, I was feeling sweating and whatever, it's 30 degrees outside, and I went to get the bus home. That's the first time I saw it, and obviously it got sold when I went to go back and get it. And I couldn't go back initially because the bus was too packed, because people were enjoying the sun and the bus was packed solid, and I didn't want to sit on a bus like that where people were coughing, sneezing or causing issues or whatever. So I decided to go back at another time, which are the times I mentioned where all the problems occurred. When I did see it, obviously I was walking to the bus stop when I sort of realised the details, and I thought to myself, hang on, there's more interesting stuff on this picture. So I thought I need to go back and get it, or get a photograph of it quickly. But there was no time, because the bus was going to be coming. It's the last bus, which was 4:20. I don't know if the times have changed now, but it's 4:20 last bus from that place. Because it's a village type place, you don't get many bus services on that route. And obviously I couldn't get that picture, and I wish I did. It'd mean a massive walk home, but that picture would have been concrete evidence, and that would have caused a lot of trouble, especially when I've not had anyone, and the fact that this lady's going to be 20 years younger than me or more. You know, it would have just caused a lot of trouble if I managed to get the evidence of that. And but unfortunately, you know, I didn't think of that at the time. I was just picking up on the details, thinking back on the picture I saw. I was just walking to the bus stop, and I realised I didn't have time to go back and get it, or to photograph it. And there's a lot of details, and I thought to myself, I made a big mistake there. But obviously, eventually I will find it, and it's bound to pop up somewhere, because obviously it's a big painting that's been put on a postcard. Not as big as Van Gogh's sunflowers, but it's definitely a big painting. And the other thing I want to mention is, I can't guarantee this. I can't remember what his first name is, whether it's Daniel, James or something Lynch, Lynch, which is a local artist. There's a possibility he could have painted it, but that's not certain, because I don't recall that name being given to me when that person wrote down the artist on the sheet that I lost. But the painting that this Law and Curse sexual painting looks like, it's got the same sort of mystical effect as the way this person, this Mr. Lynch, does his paintings. So, you know, but obviously I've checked all that, you know, James Lynch or whatever his name is, and or Daniel Lynch or whatever his name is, and I just can't find anything at all. Even when you type it in, it's like an abstract sort of painting, I guess, if that's the right word to use. But anyway, I'm not going to go into any more details. Let's just say I'm violated, and it's not going to stop either. That's the problem. It's just going to continue. And with me being the age I am, I've had my wrist cut. We're saying you're having a break in child abuser justice. Sounds like it's saying fairground, actually. That doesn't make sense to what is just said. But obviously, it could be just a way where the sound's warping, because obviously the Creator God tries to stop me getting the evidence. Usually when I push record, it comes to a sudden stop, and I have known the sounds to warp, where God's causing the sounds to stop immediately so I don't get the evidence. That's happened many, many times. Obviously they're not saying this, but you know, with a curse you can't help it. So the girls in the playing field or wherever they're too, saying shot down just, or blessed her just, but it's in a cursed pattern, so not actually saying it, it's just coming out as that. Right, here's some details of where you can find those pictures that resemble that cursed, that sunshine curse, you know, that painting I mentioned. So if you go into my Bible verses, so you've got Justin Langford Facebook, type in, yes, it's difficult, I don't know what the username is. I'm going to think of a word that I can name the album on YouTube, because there's going to be selected Bible verses, but they're going to have to be in two separate videos. That's the problem, because it crashes when you put it together, and I've got to find an audio track that's not copyrighted, because one of the audio tracks that I used, although it's not connected to weirdo oh, I heard something. No, I'm only joking. I thought they thought the music was something else when it wasn't. It mismatched it, and it got mistaken as a track, and it got copyrighted, and I couldn't use that track or put that video on to YouTube. I had to stop the recording because I was getting confused on what I was saying. But let's just say, go into my photo albums on Facebook, and if you see more than a row of 10, that's my proper Facebook channel, and look for Bible verses, because there's Bible templates and there's Bible verses. Type in Bible verses 1. The lookalike to Lauren will be on the one where I mentioned the prostitute of Mary Magdalene, and the other one will be somewhere else, and it's got like green, it's got like you'll see it, it's got two faces that are exactly the same but different shades of colour, and a little angel or fairy shining a torch down on this boy with a green backing. You'll come across it on there. I can't remember what the Bible verse is, but that's the correct picture if you were to go through my albums, and that resembles this Lauren and the resemblance of this lady that's in her early 20s on this Sunshine Cursed painting when it's supposed to be a cloudy day and rainy, basically. You know that painting I mentioned. It's not on YouTube at the moment, but that can be sorted either today or tomorrow or the next day or whatever. But this time next week, say 7 days from now, it will be on YouTube, but it might be in sections of a couple of videos, because the program will keep on crashing if it goes too long for some reason, and obviously you need it in a high pixelation to be able to get a quality picture. And then obviously I've got to look for a track that I got to loop as well, because that's going to be difficult as well, because I don't have a music program anymore, because you know, it makes it very difficult. I've got Audacity where I can loop samples, but I've got to look for some free samples, and you need a sample that's going to sound right for the type of thing, and it's very difficult to do that because they keep being copyrighted, or they keep claiming this and that, so it's going to be very difficult. When it is on YouTube, I will definitely be giving you a link or the name of the what you should be looking for, and then obviously that will show you again what parts of the video it's going to be at. I do not know, but it won't hurt to go through it all because it was quite interesting stuff. Being shot dead, you fucking child abuser. Your life's upset by coming from someone in a house, one of the private houses, the cottage type places. There's a couple of rough people that live there, and that's where I got the threat. Spit talk's gone on my eye. It's raining, so I've got to stay in the bus shower. And it's sunny at the same time again.
It's a bit like that sticking out, really.
Fuck's sake.
I've got the periodontist that I have to go to, I've got my eye appointments, I've got my hearing aid which failed, so I've got to go and get it back again when it's repaired. I mean, it's just non-stop stuff.
What you seem to do is people say, you come in, and I said, I've just got appointments all on my calendar,
Yeah,
you know, and I have to keep on looking at it to see where we're going next.
Absolutely.
It's one, because he's got so much neighbouring cancer, he's at and he's going through that, you know, we're going everywhere there last week and the week before to get that sorted out. Now he's down to Yeovil, and then next week he's up at...
Yeah.
Anyway, all the best.
Spit talking. Cell cord to the bus next to me. Blue sexual car, silver stars tied bean shot. And just a cell cord spit. vicious circle where that's been there for about a month. In actual fact, this action's been increased. Like I said, this organised movement controlled around me in this buckled way. It's the 33rd day, I think it is, where it's been bloody hell. This is a problem. It's dry and sarcastic. People that are small-minded have their sex phones. They're posh, snobby phone. They can't just use an ordinary phone like a Nokia 100. It has to be a super snobby sexual phone. It has to be a smart phone. The problem is it's all about sex, these phones, because they were going to call them the sex phone in 2003 or 4, and then they, which violates me because I've never had anyone in my whole life, so you know, it's all buckled. The whole fucking works of God's creation and the government system. Next, Prevan, bonus bike, you name it. Nothing to do with this. To photograph Sess and Abri. I didn't get a bike. There's loads of black and blue sexual. The opposite bike. Landslov and black and blue sexual tined. Grey mixed with red. Dilo roll switch van before that. So yeah. JTS van, DHG van. Grey mixed with orange. It's a photo taken of me. More white, six sexual, you fucking name it, bow whistles. As to say, shot down another sex van to apply sex. There's a Morgan Sindel van, black and blue, a knife-shaped pose with 95 written on the side of it, raisins, van, ambulance, and choked by fucking hell. Abri van. There's a road on my pot to live. Like I said, they're stepping up. They need to destroy me, see. They want me to come to fucking pieces. The problem is I don't break. I just get revenge and get nasty.